Oh, it feels so great to do that every single time. Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to the journey to... I don't know if it's Master or what we're calling it. The journey to Champion? I don't know. Name pending, alright? Name pending. We're picking it back up again, and I thought... Because... Oh, wait, hold on. Annual. So I haven't done this in quite some time. But I thought to myself, you know, we're playing as Gru, right? We're playing as Gru. And I thought, because at the time of recording this, and I know this is going to date the video a lot, but at the time of recording this, I saw the new Minions movie yesterday. So I thought, you know what, since we're playing as Gru, as I just said, why not talk about the Minions movie while I try to play basketball at the same time, because this was a pretty big thing, you know. I'm saying this in a past tense because this video is probably going to get uploaded like a month from now, knowing my upload schedule when it comes to things. Anyways, so let's start the story, shall we? I'm going to try and concentrate and see how well I can do two tasks at the same time, especially at a harder difficulty. So it starts off, right? That should have gone in. It starts off and I drive because first off, we're all wearing suits. I feel like that was the biggest gripe out of all this, is that we're all wearing suits. But basically, I go because I'm driving, so I go and I pick up everybody. The whole car ride there is just blasting the Despicable Me soundtrack. The entire ride there. Like, it's so loud. So anyways, after we get there, we meet up with... Because I took some people in my car, and my friend took other people in his. So we meet up together at the place. And even before we get into the place, alright, to watch the movie, we meet other people in suits, and we just walk over and start shaking hands with them. No clue who these guys are, didn't get their name, nothing, alright? But that's what's crazy about it, is because it's weird that, like, the whole world just kind of, like, universally agreed upon, like, yeah, we're gonna go see the new Minions movie in suits. So everybody kind of did that. We were all wearing suits when we went. I jumped, but it didn't even register it. Regarding the actual movie, I did actually really, really love the movie. I thought it was really, really good. And it was just, like, the amount of, like, plot stuff, so to speak, like, not plot per se, but the amount of nods and references to the first movie, and, like, even, not the first movie, but even, like, movies before it, so to speak. The amount of references to that was crazy. Like, I'm not going to spoil anything, but, like, certain characters would show up, or there would be, like, scenes that, like, frame for frame got redone identical compared to the original. Like, they are the exact same thing. And and it was like, you can't help but not enjoy it. Like, I loved the movie. I thought it was really, really good. All jokes aside, of course. Jokes being put into it, I think, is the best movie ever made. But it's just like, I don't know, like, it's just, I still find it crazy that, like, everybody was able to agree upon this, and everybody then went and did it. That's what's even more weird to me. I didn't see a lot of other people at my theater in suits. However, I did see every time something would happen, my whole theater just started, like, 5 times throughout the whole movie, my theater would just scream. And it was the best thing ever. I'm restarting this. I'm not winning this. It's hard to talk and play at the same time, especially when I have a long thought train going. But it's like, it was the craziest thing ever, and that all this happened the way it did. That was a terrible pass. Honestly, though, like, I feel like it was cool to see, like, Gru's sort of, like, growing up, quote unquote, because I'm telling you right now, I don't think they're gonna make another Minions movie. Like, I don't think they're gonna have, like, Gru in his preteens or something. Like, no, they're not gonna do that. If anything, they're gonna make another Despicable Me movie, and I wouldn't mind that, to be honest, because I feel like the third one kind of left a lot of loose ends that didn't necessarily get tied up. So don't get me wrong, like, having another one it's usually got a bad reputation to it when you add another movie on top of a trilogy. But honestly, I wouldn't mind there being a fourth one as long as it's the last one. I feel like if you're pulling an Ice Age and you're making 6 friggin' movies and not tying up loose ends to any of them. However, I do like Ice Age, so don't get mad at me saying that I'm hating on it right now. I do love Ice Age. But I feel like they should make one more movie. I feel like at least if they're not going to make another Minions movie, though. That's a for sure. I think because the way that this movie ends up, it sets up perfectly for the start of the Despicable Me movie. And then those movies are all in chronological order. So I think it just makes sense that they just end the Minions movie, but then they make Despicable Me 4. But even so, if they do make a 4th movie, I would like to see some of the villains, I would like to see some of the villains from the old movies, old as in the Minions movies, come back for a 4th movie. Not like as the main villain per se, but it'd be a nice nod to go back to, like, I guess Gru's childhood, quote unquote. It's just, that was a perfect freaking block. Oh my god. It was just a really cool experience, you know? Like, it was cool to be a part of something like that. However, I now don't know if this is official or not, but I saw this on Instagram. Apparently, some movie theaters are not allowing what the hell was that, Garfield? That was a sick shot. I can't even see it because of the camera angle. Apparently, some movies are not allowing access to, like, go see the movie if you're wearing a suit. And I'm not trying to get political or anything like that, but it's like, to me personally, I feel like you're just losing money at that point. Okay, like, yeah, so what? One rave happened one time. Big deal. Like, I still think that in the end, you can just kick people out, right? Like, you're going to be losing money in the long run, per se. At least that's my thought process on it anyways. I don't know, I'm not a movie guy. Like, I am a movie guy, correction. It's just I don't work at a movie theater, so I can't, like, give that kind of info. I am going to say a personal theory that I came up with when I was watching the movie. And this is technically spoilers, so if you want to skip the spoilers, go to this timestamp. If you don't really care or you've seen the movie, just hear me out real quick, alright? The character Wild Knuckles in the movie, which obviously if you're listening to this, you know who he is, but I have a theory that he's Gru's grandfather or some, like, distant relative of his. Because, and I know that this is kind of a bit of a stretch, but he looks so strikingly similar to his mother. And so it's like, he has to be like his grandfather or in some relation to his mom. Like, they look so similar to each other. They wouldn't do that just for, like, the sake of it. There's obviously a reason behind that. And I don't know, like, and this only occurred to me, like, halfway through the movie. I put it together. I was like, wait a minute, is there a correlation here? But there has to be something. It's obviously, like, not his dad or anything like that, because, 1, he's way too old. 2, we saw what at least I believe, we saw what his dad looked like in the 3rd movie, with Dru, all that, when they went to his place. But I don't know, like, I think it's his grandfather on his mom's side anyway. That might just be me, but I feel like Despicable Me has a lot of distinct characters. So, like, when 2 of them, okay, I just killed the clock. When 2 of them line up, like, they wouldn't do that just for no reason. Everyone looks drastically different in this movie. So, yeah, that's my theory anyways. For those of you who came back, we won 12-11. It wasn't really that eventful. I just I just held out the shot clock. Kind of lame, to be honest. But yeah, I wanted to get, like, most of that out of the way. And I just fought Alex. I wanted to get most of that out of the way because, like I said, I just saw the movie, so everything is kind of, like, fresh in my mind right now, and I was like, okay, I should probably make a video on this now before I forget about it later. Flintlock, we're just gonna dunk on the net. There we go. Slam dunk! But now we're gonna get back to regular basketball action. Right now, no, I jumped way too late for that. Okay, it's fine. My TV got moved over. It obviously, this probably doesn't matter to you guys, but my TV got moved over in my basement. So now the outlet that was originally on the left to charge my computer is now on the right of it, and the right is also the hand I use for my Wii remote. So there's a lot of stuff kind of like cluttering my right side right now. So I'm trying to give myself space, but it shouldn't be that bad. It's just my computer that was originally on my left is now on my right, and for some reason I feel like that's messing me up a lot. I don't actually know if it is, but we're gonna assume that if I'm not playing well now, that is the reason for it. Gru has a wide open friggin' shot. Oh, shame there wasn't the 3-pointer there. I don't think we've gotten like any sort of analytics or anything of how well this movie has done, because it's only been, at the time of recording this, it's July 2nd, and the movie came out July 1st on Canada Day. But I am Canadian, yes, so I was thinking about missing Canada Day for that, but then I kind of didn't. I opted out at the last minute. But I don't know if we've gotten any view of like analytics or stuff like that, because I know freaking Morbius, from what I've heard, I haven't seen it, but from what I heard, it's a terrible movie, but because of the memes, it did so well that they brought it back into theaters. So I want to see if this movie has actually really done well, because that's the power of memes, you know? Friggin', you get so much like speed, that's probably not the right word. You get so much momentum behind it, and everyone's just like, that was a terrible shot. Everyone's just like, oh yeah, I gotta see this movie, because it becomes a trend, it becomes a thing. So everyone's like doing it now, and I like friggin' like 2 days before, or like the day of I was going to see it, my entire TikTok For You page was just people in suits going to go see the movie. Shoutouts to the account that, I don't remember it because it was a while ago, but shoutouts to the account that friggin' brought 30 people all in suits to go watch the movie. That was absolutely wild to me. That was freaking crazy when I saw that. I saw somewhere that they were scheduling a Despicable Me 4 for 2024. What am I doing? I didn't get enough click on that. I don't know if that's true, so do not hold me accountable to that at all, because I have absolutely no clue if that's true or not. And we're restarting now. Before we go any further though, I'm curious, I'm gonna Google this now if we've gotten anything worth this. I don't know if I'm reading this right, okay? But from what this says here, the top 4 as of the time I'm reading this is Jurassic World Dominion has $15.7 million in revenue. I actually really liked Jurassic World Dominion. I know a lot of people really didn't like it. I loved it. You can fight me on that in the comments. Elvis, which I might see. I haven't really thought about it yet. $19 million. Top Gun Maverick, which I've been dying to see that. I love the first Top Gun. I thought it was excellent. $25.5 million. And Minions: The Rise of Gru, $108.5 million. Think about how massive of a gap that is from first to second. That is crazy to me. That is actually crazy to me. $108.5 million. And this is only from, like, at least in Canada, well, it should be universal. That's only from 2 days worth of stuff. This is still gonna be, like, out in theaters for, like, a week and a bit. Like, I don't know how long movies stay in theater. No, probably not even a week. Hold on. How long do movies stay in theaters? I need to Google this now. Yeah, most mainstream movies stay in theaters for an average of 4 weeks. If right now it was able to make $108.5 million in 2 days, I don't want to know how much money they're gonna freaking make in 4 weeks worth of stuff.
Got it!
That's gonna be a freaking astronomical amount of money. Oh my lord. Like, I don't know what to say right now. I'm genuinely stunned. In 2 days, it made that much. And I'm gonna sound really stupid if I'm somehow getting this information wrong. I'm gonna sound really Kanye for the 3. There we go. Yee for the 3. There you go. Oh, come on. Oh my god, that was rude. That was rude. That was very, very, very rude. I didn't know how to feel about that. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, can we get Yee for the 3 again? No, we cannot. Oh my god. Okay, and now it's a tie game. That's freaking excellent now, isn't it? If he goes for the 3, I'm done. Okay. I'll do one more. And if I lose this one, I'll just cut it there. Like, for you guys, this is probably might be an average, like, sized video. But for me, I usually record around 40 minutes worth of stuff. And obviously a lot of it gets cut. But because I talked for, like, 10 minutes straight, like, I literally checked my timer. It said I was talking for 10 minutes straight. Not any of it is going to get cut out for the most part, so I have like no reason to record extra because if I'm already keeping 10 minutes in, then what's the point of recording for another 20 minutes? And then the video is just going to be a whole lot longer, you know? So obviously to you guys it might not be that much different, but if you wanted to get a little bit of like an inside scoop on how I record my videos, that's just kind of how it works. I record usually either 40 or 30 minutes. Like, when I first started recording for YouTube, it was 45 minutes. I always remember I would hit around 45 minutes. Now, sometimes I do 30. Like, I try to bank stuff based off of how long I talk for, like, without there being cuts in it, so usually I can give myself a bit of a leeway with that. Like if I like right now, if I've been talking for 10 minutes, I didn't need to jump, then I know like, oh, I don't need to record for this long because most of the stuff is going to be left in anyways. So yeah, just little stuff like that. I wish I could give you advice on how to do good on the YouTube, but I'm just starting off here. I didn't even mean to. I hate when I try to pump fake and it just says that I'm jumping. I hate it when that happens.
3 points.
Oh my god.
For 3.
I think I'm just gonna call the video there. I'm not making it back from this.